Game, so it's a conference opener for each team. And as we've heard all along, Rivercrest, of course, the powerhouse football team. And Rivercrest is going to receive the ball to start the ball game. But Rivercrest comes back loaded again this year with their star player, Tyrone Henry, at tailback, and he'll be number 44, and he'll be the key to the Redskins being able to get something going at putting a stop to Tyrone Henry. And the Redskins, Sifford and Ripley are back down in the end zones with the rest of the Redskins, and they're about ready to come out on the field, and here they come. Here come the Redskins. As quite a few Pocahontas Redskins fans here tonight. That's the long drive. All the Redskins. Our sense about that isn't made yet, but surely it's on its way. Once again, y'all stay tuned as we'll be bringing you the opening kickoff in just a moment. Back here with the opening kickoff.
Number 22, Robert Gates.
Okay, we're about set for the kickoff. Number 22, Robert Gates, set to kick off the Redskins. And you might have guessed Tyrone Henry is back deep for the Colts. As number 22, Gates, set to kick off. And there's kicks, going to be a short kick down on about the 40-yard line, 41, and it's down there. As trying to keep that ball away from Tyrone Henry, I'm sure. And Redskins throw on defense to start the ball game. And the Colts have got the ball at their own 42-yard line, first down and 10. And starting on defense for the Redskins at safety, number 24, Brandon Sisco. And number 34, Casey Chester. Jeremy Ball at the left cornerback, and Chad Thielemeyer, 32, at the right corner. Handoff Henry, right side, and Henry's dropped for a loss. Loss on the play. Sifford in there on the play. Also, I don't know who was there first. I didn't get it. Who was there first? Sifford was in there. May have been Trey Hall. I'm not sure. But he's thrown for a loss of about a half a yard on the play. So Henry thrown for a loss in the first play of the ball game.
Well, that's the whole idea. We said to hit low, and that's how you bring the big man down.
That's right. And Henry, he comes in about, look like, I think about 210 pounds. As the Colts send a man in motion, pitch the left side to Henry, and Henry eludes a couple of tacklers, picks up 3 or 4. He's brought down over by number 61, Chad Benson, on the tackle. And Ron, I understand Chad getting his first start tonight for the Redskins.
First start tonight.
He's probably pretty excited about that.
He sure is.
Chad Benson's in at a right end. Also, Chris Hinkle on the line. Joey Young, 21, in at the nose. Trey Hall. And Stephen Malone. Keeper on the left side. The quarterback's going to be almost knocked down. Then he gets away. Finally pulled down over there. But not until he picks up good yards. I believe Malone finally brings him down. But he picks up the first down. They had him hemmed up in the backfield. And I thought he was going to be thrown for a loss.
Well, Gary, we'll get this picture straightened out in just a minute. Trying to get everything situated here.
They're the Colts now with first down and 10, and they're on the Redskin 47-yard line. Henry goes in motion. Handoff to the fullback up the middle, and he gets good yardage down across the 40. And, boy, they're piling up, and it's hard for me to see who's on the tackle. Martin, 33, in on that tackle. It's hard to pick them out. We'll try to get as many of them as possible on the tackle as we can. This second down and 3 for Rivercrest. The opening drive of the ball game for Rivercrest as they receive the kickoff, and they've moved from their 42 to the Redskin 41. Handoff to the fullback up the middle, and brought down by Martin and Sifford, but he's down to about the 34 for another first down for Rivercrest. So Rivercrest moving the ball now on the ground, 2 straight plays up the middle there. As that big Rivercrest line in there. Boy, they've got some good-sized young men in there.
I sure do.
We'll try to look at the roster in just a minute. We can tell you some weights that they've got. That the Redskins certainly outweighed on that offensive line by a large margin. And Rivercrest now first down and 10. Pitch out around the right side to Henry. And Henry's got some running room over there. And he is knocked down over there by number 33, Shane Martin, on a touchdown saving tackle down at about the 14-yard line. Henry was almost gone. A good play with Shane Martin, number 33, a sophomore, as Martin, all the way from his linebacker's position, knocks him down on the 14 as Henry had clear sailing over there around that right side. 8:53 left to go first quarter. Rivercrest threatening now here on the 14-yard line, first down and 10. Handoff to the fullback up the middle, and he gets about 5 or 6. Joey Young in on attack along with Sifford and Trey Hall, 56.
Number 8, John Henry on the
That play was from the 18, and it went to the 14. The 4-yard pickup. Make that a 6-yard pickup for the second down and 4 for Rivercrest. The ball is closer, back closer. They're saying the 8-yard line. I can't. That's right. It is at the 8. Okay, it is at the 8. It was at the 14. Handoff left side to Henry, and he's dropped for no gain. 31 Wells in there, and a host of the other Redskins, as they converged on Henry that time and stopped him for no gain. So third down now for Rivercrest, as here comes the Pocahontas bus. We've been a little bit worried about the pet bus and the cheerleaders. They're pulling in the parking lot over there. 7:51, we got a timeout Rivercrest with 7:51 left in the first quarter. No score, but Rivercrest with the ball down at the Redskin 8-yard line.
And we'll be back in just a few moments.
It's third down and 4 for Rivercrest. They're on the Redskin 8-yard line with 7:51. Handoff. That's a keeper by the quarterback, and the quarterback still got the ball, and he's in for the touchdown. Quarterback keeper on the option and goes in for the touchdown with 7:46 left to go first quarter, and Rivercrest on the opening drive take the ball from their 42-yard line into the end zone. And Coach Dave Williams asking for a timeout here right before the extra point attempt. And Coach Williams out on the field with the Redskins. Please, on that quarterback keeper over there, quarterback just waited and kind of weaved his way into the end zone. And Coach Williams giving some instruction to the Redskins here as they find themselves in the hole here in the first drive for Rivercrest. They're up 6-0. The Redskins yet to run a play. And Rivercrest, like I say, awful good team. They're ranked second in the state. And
That's the first being Norway.
And of course, 41 Tyrone Henry, the big play man for them. At that time, the quarterback kept the ball and looked pretty good, but they look like they got an outstanding team again this year as we get set for the extra point. And number 44, Tyrone Henry, will attempt the extra point. There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good as it goes out into the cotton field. You see that, Ron?
Yeah, I see it.
All out in that cotton field. It hit the track and bounced one time and over the fence and right out in the middle of the cotton row.
We're not really in the cotton bowl, folks. We're just out here in the cotton field.
You couldn't prove it by me. We got cotton on behind us and on the left side behind the scoreboard.
That's correct.
We're halfway in the cotton row.
Yeah, we're halfway there.
But Rivercrest comes out first drive, puts 7 points on the board. Redskin offense fixing to get a chance at the ball. We see what the offense can get going. As the Redskins get set now, back deep, number 36, Sifford, number 34, Chester, Joey Young, number 21, in the middle, Chad Thielemeyer, And Jade Wells, 31, out on the left side. Up on the front line, number 56, Trey Hall. Number 52, Mike Emmons. On the front line, 51, Chris Hinkle. And number 63, also there, Steve Kincaid. And I missed two more. As the kick's going to go long. Sifford, down on about the 8-yard line. Jody Sifford trying to get around the right side, and Sifford is going to be knocked out of bounds on the 25. And he's tackled out of bounds over here. But the Redskins fans were on the penalty like we got last week.
Yeah, we got one of those last week.
That was not near a flagrant hit as we had last week out of bounds. The Redskins now set up first down and 10 from their own 25.
First and 10, so watch the ball to 25-yard line.
Redskins up to the line, and number 14, Paul Morrison at quarterback. 21, Young in the backfield along with 33. Martin, handoff Young, left side, and Joey Young thought he had a little running room there. He's cut down after a gain of a couple. But Joey Young looked like he might have been able to get around, but
Yeah, it looked like it.
defense closed in on him. So give him a gain of 1, second down and 9.
Second down, so watch the ball to 22-yard line.
It's supposed to be slaying weak.
Second 9, Redskins. Ball is at about the 27-yard line. They're on 27. Handoff up the middle, and Martin is tripped up. And he might have got a yard according to what they give him. I don't think they'll give him that much. As Martin tripped up in there. He could have kept his feet there a little bit. I think Shane would have picked up 3 or 4 more yards. But that big defensive front in there, boy, they're big. For Rivercrest. And Redskins, we'll try to set the offensive line for you as soon as we can. It's going to be third down and 8. Back to pass is Morris. Pass over the middle. That's complete. That's incomplete as Casey Chester had the ball, and he was hit immediately by one of the Rivercrest Colts. So it's going to bring up fourth down. Tough break for the Redskins on their first possession.
Well, we understand that that bus got lost. It went to Earl and back.
Got lost. Okay.
Yeah.
Stacy, did you tell him which way to go? Back to punt is Martin. There's the snap. Big rush, and ball is the Redskins hit. It did hit a Rivercrest man. It sure did. Comes up with the ball, but I believe the Redskins have got the ball. If they want to sit on tape, but the Redskins was on the ball the last time I saw it. And the Redskins do have the way to do it, guys. Redskins football. And a good break for the Redskins as Martin's punt was a low punt. And it hit one of the Rivercrest players as they was running back to set up a punt return. So we'll take the breaks any way we can get them.
You bet we will.
So first and 10 now for the Redskins out on the 48-yard line. They're on 48. Make that 44. 44? I believe it's where both yard markers are set back against the track. We'll have to get used to that. Let's talk. It's closer to the 43. Redskins with the ball at 43, and the Rivercrest Colts coach over on the field talking with the official. And I think now they're about set. Redskins now first down and 10. Sifford split wide out to the right. And I believe Tielemeier out to the left. Pitch back to Joey Young, and Joey Young's going to be stopped in the backfield. As Redskins try a little pitch there to Joey, but Joey not able to get anything going, and he may have got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't believe he did. It's going to be a loss of about a yard on the play. It'll be second down now and 11. Ball at the 43, right at the 43-yard line of the Redskins. And the Redskins split receivers out both sides of the field. Back to pass is Morris. Morris's pass is pass interference is going to be, yes, that's right, flagged over there, number 49, the intended receiver, Chris Rose. And Rose was tangled up over there as he went out into the pass route. Tripped by one of the Rivercrest Colts, unintentional, but it drew a flag. So the Redskins now with another break. They keep moving on down the field. We'll get down the field any way we can.
And we'll take a first down any way we can. And this looks close to first down.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Rivercrest Colts. Going to put the ball down at about the 41-yard line. 42. Ball to 42 of Rivercrest as the Redskins pick up the first down on pass interference. As Thielemeyer goes wide left. Jade Wells out to the right along with Casey Chester. Young and Martin in the backfield. And Morris. Handoff right side. Martin up in, loose ball. Loose ball there. Let's see. Oh, and we got it. We recovered. We recovered. I believe the Redskins got it.
They sure did.
We won't know unless the Rivercrest wrestled the ball away from him, and I believe he did. Rivercrest comes up with the ball.
It looked like we had it. We went down on it and they wrestled for it.
I think Rivercrest done a good job of getting the ball away down in the pileup.
They sure did.
So
we had position when we went down.
Just as the Redskins were moving down the field, the fumble, and Rivercrest gets the ball back, and Redskins need to keep the ball out of the hands of Rivercrest as much as possible. As we got a train coming by over here. Rivercrest now up to the line. First down and 10. Pitch out right side to Henry, and Henry cuts to the right side, and he's in the open, but he's going to be dragged out over there by Chester and Sifford, along with Martin, 33. And number 78 in the ball game, Sean Smith, for the Redskins now. And it's going to be a pickup of about 10 yards. They may have to measure here as the ball went across the far side over there. Close to a 10-yard pickup is Henry. Pretty well hemmed up. The Redskins did a pretty good job of containing him over there, but he is super quick.
He sure is.
And he shot through, picks up about 10. And boy, you give that guy a step, and he's gone.
He sure is. They showed us that on the first running there.
As they measure, they come up a little short, I believe. It's going to be about half a yard shy of the first down. So it'll be second down for Rivercrest. And the ball is up at the 47-yard line of Rivercrest. 47 of Rivercrest as they're up the line here with 4:53 left to go, first quarter. And Rivercrest splits 3 wide receivers to the left side, to their left. And this is kind of an unusual set as Rivercrest hand off Tyrone Henry.
Oh, that was a strike.
And Sifford brings him down over on good defensive play, but Jody Sifford is Rivercrest loaded up the near side, and they ran Henry to the weak side over there where there was nobody. And boy, they were just relying on Tyrone Henry's quickness and speed to get them going. He did pick up the first down across the 45, just inside the Redskin 45-yard line, with 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. Rivercrest leads at 7-0, and they have the ball inside Redskin territory at the 44.
Oh.
And penalty flags on the play.
I didn't see the ball snap, but still, it's still.
And the Redskins are going to be whistled for an offside. Redskins going to be whistled for an offside. It's Coach Williams. Coach Williams calls for timeout. And we're going to take a timeout here, and we'll be right back.
And y'all stay tuned with the Pocahontas Redskins Football Network in action.
It's first down and 5 for Rivercrest. They're at the 39 of the Redskins. Handoff to the fullback up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5. Martin in on the tackle, number 56, Ray Hall in there. Also Sifford.
He was stopped at number 36, Joey Shipper.
And number 21, Joey Young, goes in. 78 checks out of the ball game. Sean Smith. And Rivercrest just grinding the ball out and running pretty basic offense. They haven't tried anything unusual, just running straight ahead football as they send Henry in motion and pass over the middle. That's incomplete, and covering out there was Sifford on the play. The pass incomplete, as I thought they were going to try to go to Henry. They sent Henry in motion, and I thought they were going to try to run Henry out here in the flat, but they hit their split man.
You know, in comparisons to size, Rivercrest has got a pretty good jump on us.
Well, we get a top of that roster just in a second. We'll give the folks some sizes on the weight size on Rivercrest. That, you know, they're big, but I don't believe they're quite as large as they were last year. But they certainly look healthy. Henry's tripped up over there by 33 Martin, and Shane Martin trips up Henry in the backfield. Let's see where they give him his forward progress. It's not going to be enough for a first down, so it'll be 4th down now and a short yard.
And our first holding of tonight, holding back.
Good play by number 33, Shane Martin. And it's 4th down now for Rivercrest at just outside the Redskin 35-yard line. And they got to go just about a foot, maybe a little bit more, no more than 18 inches for the first down. It's 4th down now, and the Redskins like to hold them here and take over that football with 2:50 to go. Penalty flags was thrown behind the Redskin offense, or the Redskin defense, which usually indicates on the offense. And that's what it is. It's going to be a delay of game against the Rivercrest Colts.
Well, that's going to bring us 4th down with what?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th now and about 5.5 yards for Rivercrest. That moves the ball back to the 39, just barely inside the 40, and they've got to get just inside the 35. So they've got about 5.5 yards for the first down. 4th down, the Redskins need to hold here. Pass over the middle, batted down. Oh, and intercepted by Wells, and I don't know who batted it down. May have been Sifford. I'm sure you can see it on the tape, but a heads-up play by the Redskins. And Jade Wells comes up with the ball, alert. Did you see who hit the ball?
No.
Okay, I don't know who hit it, but Wells alertly picks the ball out of the air and returns it 5 or 6 yards. Now the Redskins are set up first down and 10 at about the 42-yard line. They're on 42. But the best thing about that is, even on incomplete pass, Rivercrest would have punted the Redskins deep in their own territory, but instead, the Redskins are now out on the 42-yard line. We've got an injured
Rivercrest player,
injured Colt on the field, and Redskins trying to get something going here on offense, as they've only had the ball, the one time. Well, it has one time, and not getting much going with the aid of the pass interference penalty over there. They're able to get the ball down, but a fumble cut that drive short. So they'd like to try to get something going now as we see the Rivercrest player being tended to. Now he gets up on his feet.
That's what we always like to see.
And we like to see that. Number 65 for Rivercrest trots off the field. Don't like to see anybody get injured. Redskins now up to the line. They send Petermeyer wide left and Sifford right. Casey Chester is in the slot. Young Martin in the backfield. Number 60, Matt Morris, is the center. And Paul Morris, 14, the quarterback. In motion is Chester. Handoff Joey Young, and Young's going to pick up a yard and no more. As Rivercrest not letting anything up the middle.
Not a thing.
Number 51, Chris Hinkle checks in the ball game. 77, Alex Phillips comes out. Try to get the offensive line set. Matt Morris, number 60, the center. 51 at in at right guard for the Redskins is Hickle. Trey Hall, 56, in at right tackle, and we'll get that left side for you as we've got 2nd and 10 now for the Redskins. Back to pass is Morris. Morris is passed out in the flat, and it's caught. Caught by Chester, and Casey Chester going all the way for a touchdown, but there's a penalty flag on the play, and it is a touchdown, 34, Casey Chester. And let's see what the penalty flag is. Pass interference against Rivercrest. It's touchdown Redskins. Casey Chester, number 34, just took the ball away from the Rivercrest defenders and takes it all the way for the touchdown. And what was the line of scrimmage? About the 43? About the 43-yard line. Yes, that'd be about a 57-yard touchdown from Paul Morris to Casey Chester, 34, and the Redskins are a point away from tying this ball game up. And the big play by the Redskins. And boy, Casey Chester just took the ball away from 2 Rivercrest defenders as the all-important extra point. Coming up, number 22, Gates. Attempting the extra point. There's a snap. There's the kick up. And the kick is no good. No good. Penalty flag on the play. Penalty flag. A late hit. I think we're going to have a late hit. I think we're going to have roughing the kicker on Rivercrest. And it is. As Gates, number 22, was rolled back there. Gates, 22, was roughed on the play, so the Redskins will get to try that one again. One more time. The kick was a little to the right side, or the left side, if you face the goal post. And the Redskins, I believe, are going to go for 2 here. Let's see. As Morris goes back in, and I believe the Redskins are going to go. Young, yep. I think they're going to go for 2 points here. As Gates was roughed up on that play, and maybe let's see what Williams afraid to let him kick here. But anyway, here's the try for 2 by the Redskins to take the lead. Back to pass is Morris. Pass over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly caught over there by Sifford. But the pass goes incomplete. But the Redskins put 3 points on the scoreboard on the big pass play from Paul Morris to Casey Chester. And our score is Rivercrest 7, the Redskins 6, with 1:51 left to go first quarter. And the turnover started when Wells intercepted the ball, and the run started right from there. And we had a penalty over there on that run. Penalty flag was on Rivercrest as 2 defenders was right on Chester, and Chester just made an outstanding catch and took it all the way for the touchdown. And I believe the Redskins can pass on this thing. If Redskins just get something going, I believe they could do it. That was a good-looking play. Morris is getting plenty of protection from the offensive line. He sure was. Plenty of time to throw that ball. So the Redskins now are going to kick it back to Rivercrest here after the touchdown with 1:51 left to go first quarter. Gates in there to kick. And here's the kickoff. It's going to be a short kick. We're taken back on the 35. And he's going to be dropped by number 32, I believe, Chad Hillemeyer. 22 Gates. 22 Robert Gates, the kicker. And he dropped the runner actually for a loss from where he caught the ball as he tried to go around the right side. And where they spotted at on about the 37-yard line. So Rivercrest will take over 1st and 10. 31-yard line. Okay. Hard to see. Still not used to the yard markers. 31. I'm getting old and about blind anyway. Oh, is that it? Ball from the 31 as Rivercrest up to the line now. And Tyrone Henry brought down in the middle after just a couple of yard gain. I didn't see who's in on the tackle. The pickup of 2, second down and 8. For Rivercrest. Ball out the 33-yard line of Rivercrest. Second and 8. A minute left to go, first quarter. Rivercrest leads the ball game 7-6. But the Redskins playing tough as Rivercrest splits a wide receiver to the left. Handoff. Oh, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's finally been brought down to Chester and Sisco. There's the quarterback keeper that time, and he's run that play real well. They're going to give him his progress up to near the first down. It's going to be about a yard short. So it'll be third down, and let's make it 2 yards short. Third down and 2 for Rivercrest, and Redskins are digging in here and trying to get their ball back. Well, they've already shown they can do something with it. It just takes one play, and Redskins in this ball game, 7-6 is their score as the first quarter is winding down. Redskins pitch right at Henry, and Henry throws Who made the play over? Jeremy Ball. Playing that cornerback position, nailed Henry for a loss, and that's going to be fourth down. Fourth down now, and that was about a 5-yard loss. Sure was. Jeremy Ball, number 44, drops Tyrone Henry for a loss, and the Rivercrest Colts. We have the official guy to punt the ball here as Coach Dave Williams giving instructions to the Redskins. They're fired up and ready to play ball.
You bet. Y'all stay tuned as we'll bring you back Redskins football in just a moment. Brought to you by Llewellyn's Carpet, located in downtown Pocahontas. That's at Highway 67 at Everett. 892-2525, where they're proud sponsors of Redskins football. And Pocahontas Ford Mercury in downtown Pocahontas, located at 300 West Broadway. Where you can get a Ford Tempo as low as $0 down and $188 a month. That's a Ford Tempo fully loaded, folks. That's a Go Skins Go. And Spikes Clothing, located also in downtown Pocahontas at 107 North Mars Street. That's 892-3736. For all your fashion needs, see Spikes Clothing. They're proud sponsors of Redskins football. And, of course, Hogan C-Store, located in Highway 67 South in Pocahontas, where they're your Phillips 66 station. And they're under new management. Stop by and see those fine folks and fill up with gas, where we're sponsors of Redskins football. And, of course, Pocahontas Family Clinic. That's located right across from the emergency room at 2901 Medical Center at 892-4467. Call for an appointment today. Proud sponsors of Redskins football. And, of course, Med Center Pharmacy, also located across from the emergency room there at 2901 Medical Center. That's 892-4495, where they're proud sponsors of Redskins football. That's Go Skins Goes for all your pharmaceutical needs. Stop by and see Charles Black and all his fine staff for a dependable type medical service. And TCA Cable TV, bringing your entertainment into the future. Located at 2626 North Thomasville in Pocahontas, Arkansas. That's 892-5801. That's Redskins football sponsors. And Done Right Carpet Cleaning. That's 892-0002. And they have a carpet special on for 2 average rooms in a hallway. That's $39.95 for 2 average rooms and a hallway, where they're proud sponsors of Redskins football. So kick back and relax for Pocahontas Redskins football action. Coming up.
And 5 for Rivercrest, the ball on their own 36-yard line, and they're going to punt the ball away. Back deep is Jeremy Balch. Big rush. And not too good a kick, but it's going to get a close roll, and it's going to go all the way down to the 30, about the 29-yard line. There's a kick hit out here on about the 45, but it got a Rivercrest roll. The Redskins will take over first down and 10 from their own 29. To start the second quarter, our score, Rivercrest 7, Redskins 6. Redskins scored on a big pass play and have shut down Tyrone Henry for the most part. Other than the opening drive, the Redskins have played real tough defense here. And offensively, they come back out. In motion is Chester Morris, hands the ball right side to Martin. And tripped up there for maybe about a yard loss. And we got another injured Rivercrest player on the field. They lost about 2. We got timeout for the injured player.
You know, last year we had a lot of injuries. Rivercrest really plays a hard game against us, and
they play a physical game. They sure do. All the players told me after last year's game, they play physical. They hit you on every play, and they're certainly big in that.
And it looks like this year we're doing the same thing back to them.
Redskins playing real well up to this point, and anything can happen on those big pass plays. You can score quick, and Casey Chester,
like we talked earlier, talked a little earlier, Rivercrest hasn't been passed against. Is that right?
I don't believe they've been passed on very much, and Redskins, you know, going to try every way possible to score against them, and they've shown that they can score on them. It's second down, 9-12. Ball back at the 27 of the Redskins. Second and 12. Chester in motion. Back to pass is Morris. Morris passing deep to Sifford, and Sifford almost got away with it. Down at the 45-yard line, and Sifford almost came up with a big catch. There's a lot of pushing and shoving there on that pass route. I was afraid they was going to see a flag come out there. Of course, it could have been on either side, but when the pass receivers are going out, Rivercrest is certainly trying to slow them up any way possible. Sifford almost come up with a big catch there. It's going to be third and 12 from their own 27. Redskins need to get a first down here and get the ball on down the field. It's back to pass is Morris. Morris being rushed, and Morris is going to be dropped. And that time, the Rivercrest Colts come storming through that time and drops Morris for a loss. Well, it's going to be way back there on about the 20, somewhere near the 20. So it's going to be fourth down now and about 20. The Redskins going to have to punt from deep in their own territory. It's Martin, 33. Back to punt, Shane Martin. And Rivercrest is going to come out of this good field position. Regardless, there's a snap and punt. It's an end-over-end punt. It's going to be returned by Rivercrest. And he's finally swarmed down there. Jade Wells in there, Chester in there. And also 80, Jansen, 24, Sisco. Number 80 in on the play. I believe that's Joe Jansen. Yes? Jansen. And we got Rivercrest now with the ball.
Good game last night. Pocahontas Junior High Redskins played off against the Green County Tech.
And a good ball game.
Good game.
If we filmed that game, and if you folks get a chance to watch that, a good defensive ball game. As Rivercrest now with the ball first down and 10 at the Redskin 43, and hit hard immediately by number 56, Trey Hall. Trey Hall throws a runner for a loss in the backfield. Number 56, Trey Hall, on an outstanding tackle. He didn't no more get the ball in his hands. Trey Hall had nailed him.
Nailed him big time.
It's going to be a loss of 2. And Redskins playing excellent defensive ball.
They're in a 52, and they're just flattening and pinching hard.
Redskins now with the ball on their own, but 44, about 44. Rivercrest, second down and 12. 9:20 left to go. Quarterback keeper still got the ball, and he still got the ball. Finally brought down over by Jeremy Ball. As the Rivercrest quarterback has been pretty slippery. He was They had him back there for no gain or a short gain of maybe a yard. But he slipped through and picked up 3 or 4. Or it really picked up about 6, didn't it? Because it's 3rd down and 7. I'll make it 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 now for Rivercrest. 3rd and 6, and they're down on the... That's a 38 of the Redskins. 3rd and 6 for Rivercrest. Pitch out, Tyrone Henry, and Henry's dropped. He's dropped. Tielemeier hits him first. Hinkle finishes him off with number 32. Chad Tielemeier. Henry's shaking up on the play. He was hit hard. Number 44, Tyrone Henry, he knew that he had been hit when Chad Tielemeier, number 32, decked him out there, and Henry's still on the ground. He's not getting up too easy. I don't think he knows where he's at. He's sitting up. And Tyrone Henry is shaking up on the play, and that was nothing but a hard hit. A hard hit. A hard hit by number 32, Chad Tielemeier. And folks, he's just a sophomore. Chris Hinkle also coming in there to make sure Mr. Henry was down. And Tyrone Henry shaking up on the play. You always hate to see someone get hurt like that. We don't want to see anybody injured, but we like to see good hard licks. And that's exactly what that was, just good hard-nosed football. And Henry gets up. He's just shaking up. He'll be back. But he knows the Pocahontas Redskins defense come here to play. That's right. They didn't come to stand around and watch him run up and down the field. 4th down now. Rivercrest going for it here on 4th and 6. Ball is at the 38-yard line of the Redskins. Redskins hit fumble on the play. Quarterback still with the ball. Pass downfield, and it's incomplete. It's incomplete. Well, I missed that one completely, Gary. He almost completed. The defender had it. Defender had it, but he... Ooh, wait a minute. I thought they was going to call that complete there for a minute. That ball is clearly on the ground. You bet. What I was trying to say was the pass receiver had the ball, and it just rolled out. And he had it down about the 20 as the quarterback fumbled the ball as he came out from under center and was still able to get away. This is a good quarterback that we're watching. Good and quick. And nevertheless, the pass was incomplete, and that was 4th down, so Redskins take over. Get the ball now. 1st down and 10 on about the 30, what are they on the 38? Headed off 33. Headed off outside Martin, and nothing going there for Martin as he's smothered over there on the right side. And the Rivercrest defense is playing real good. They've not allowed much on that right side. A loss of about 2 to 2nd down and 12. The ball is at the 34 of the Redskins. 34-yard line, 7:34 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Redskins trail this ball game 7-6 as Sisco split wide left and Sipper split wide right. Back to pass is Morris. Here's the pass out in the flag, tended to Sisco, and batted away at the last second on a good defensive play by Rivercrest. As Morris's pass was out there, but that was just a good play by Rivercrest. Sure was. Trying to hit Brandon Sisco, number 24. That's going to be 3rd down and 12. 3rd and 12, and the ball is at the... Looks like sitting right on the 35, don't it? Yeah. Or make that the... Yeah, it's 35. That's 35. I think I'm going blind. Well, I tell you what, it's rough anymore with some of these lines. The ball on the Redskin 35, 3rd and 12. Chester in motion. Back to pass is Morris. Morris's pass over middle, complete. Oh, incomplete play. That was incomplete pass. Incomplete. Sifford had it, but Rivercrest playing good defense there as the passes are getting there, but just immediately Rivercrest players are hitting the Redskins, and Redskins not able to come down with any of those thus far, just the one big one. But Morris is getting some time to throw as an offensive line, doing a good job. But now it's going to be 4th down. Redskins now going to be forced to punt here. 4th down and 12. Ball's at 35. And Martin set the punt. There's the snap. And the punt is nearly blocked, but he does get it away. All the way down to the 31-yard line. It's picked up and down there. And down there to make sure that he's down is number 32, Chad Thielemeyer. So a good effective punt by Martin, as Martin was rushed to get that in the way as Rivercrest comes storming through.
You know, it looks like the Redskins are coming in with just like they've got a thing that they've got a job to do. And they just want to keep on playing and...
I was looking for a roster of Rivercrest there. We'll get one just in a minute for you.
You know, they look like they got their work gloves on. They're ready to go out there and get the job done.
They're not intimidated by Rivercrest. They're playing a good ball game thus far. Rivercrest now with the ball at the 33, their own 33. Handoff up the middle for about 2. And he's smothered in there by a host of the Redskins. 51 Hinkle in there. Also Trey Hall, 56. As Redskins now stopped up the middle. Not letting much go through there. 6:40 left to go first half. Rivercrest leads at 7-6. But the Redskin defense hanging tough, not allowing much going here in the second quarter after the opening drive. As full house backfield for Rivercrest. Pitch out left side, Henry. And Henry's going to be brought down. And the ball nearly pushed away from him. Sisco, number 10, Shane Martin. Number 10, Stephen Malone. And also number 78 in there on the tackle, Sean Smith. That's going to be third down as Rivercrest now with the ball up at the 38-yard line. Got to 38 and a half, or they're on 38 and a half, with 5:55 left to go first half. And Redskin defense playing real good here in the second quarter. And we talked about Henry getting his bell rung over a while ago, and Chad Thielemeyer made a good play, and he's back in the ball game now. So he just got stung. It was just a good hard hit. Third down now and 5. Penalty flags fly.
Delay of game.
That's what it is. That's got to be what it is.
It's got to be delay of game.
Yeah, that's what it is. Delay of game, and it's Rivercrest.
It's going to cost us 5.
So back it up 5 yards. It's going to be third down and 9 now for Rivercrest. And the ball back on the 34. They're on 34 with 5:34 left to go. First half, Redskins getting to shut them out here, get a chance to get the ball back and try to get something going here before halftime. Redskins like nothing better than hold on this play as Rivercrest up the line, 3rd and 9 now. Back to pass, here's the quarterback. Pass out in the flat, and he's nailed. He is nailed. 33 Thielemeyer, 51 Hinkle. And boy, they didn't fool them two guys as they try a little swing pass. Kind of a screen to set up an outside screen to Henry. And going nowhere, and he took a big loss of about 5 yards on the play. Thielemeyer and Hinkle in on that play, and boy, Thielemeyer played a heck of a ball game here in the first half. Rivercrest now forced to punt, and Redskins going to get a chance to get the ball back. Big rush. Oh, blocked by Sisco. Brandon Sisco blocks the ball, and Rivercrest now touches it, and excellent field position. Partial block by number 24, Brandon Sisco, and boy, you just held a field. Sooner or later, he was going to get an good one. As he was getting close earlier, the Redskins have got the ball now in Rivercrest territory down at the 38-yard line.
With 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half. The score, Pocahontas Redskins 6 and the Rivercrest Colts 7.
Bank of Pocahontas is home-owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, hometown people, we're hometown.
So no gain for the Redskins. Second down and 10. Redskins. Second down now. Morris. Handball right side, Chester. Chester cuts it out. Chester's to the 29. And I thought he was going to get by that man.
I thought he was going to get by him.
But a good pickup and a good run by Casey Chester.
Good yardage. Got to bring up third down with
Third and, what, about 4?
about 4, 5, something like that.
Now third and 4 now for the Redskins. 3:26 left to go first half. They need this first down right here to keep this drive going. As they're down in Rivercrest territory at the 33. Ball to 33, third down and a long 3 for the Redskins. Handoff, Joey Young. Joey Young trying to get around, and Joey hemmed up there. Oh, fumble the place. He was down. Right there. But Joey not able to get outside at all. And he was trying desperately to find some hole to go through some way, and he decided to try to make one of his own. And even Joey Young, coming in about 200 pounds, no match there for that big defensive front by Rivercrest.
And we're forced to kick the ball.
So fourth down now. Redskins down at the 30, about the 32, about the 32 and a half, and they're going to punt the ball here. So they're set up in punt formation, put it that way. Fake punt, Sifford's got the ball, and Sifford trying to get around, and Sifford's going to be dropped for a loss. As number 36, Jody Sifford takes the ball on the fake punt. A good play, didn't work, but a good play. Nice try. And that shows you right there how fast that Rivercrest defense is. They are fast going to the ball. As Sifford had no chance over there. And I don't think Rivercrest is fooled on that at all.
No.
But it was a good play.
They shut down that offensive line for just a little while.
2 minutes, 9 seconds left to go first half. Redskins trail the ball game 7-6. They've done a good job in the first half of shutting down this powerful Rivercrest offense. Handoff around to the left side, and he's finally dropped over there by Brandon Sisco, number 24. And that was only a pickup of about 4 yards. Looks like he had more running room than that, but pickup of 4 would be second down and 6 for Rivercrest. Minute 40 to go in the first half, and the ball is up at the 38-yard line of Rivercrest. And both the Redskins could have pulled that fake punt off. They've been in good
first down try.
Good situation that unable to come up with it. Rivercrest up the line. Hand off Henry, and Henry's outside. And finally brought down by Sifford. Sifford finally brings him down, but not until he gets close to the Redskin 40-yard line. And boy, Henry, when he popped through there, he was gone.
He was gone.
He's quick. He's a good ball player. I think they're saying he was knocked out of bounds. Okay, he may have stepped out of bounds or knocked out of bounds over there on about the 44. So they'll
put a lick in anyway.
44-yard line, first and 10 Rivercrest, a minute 13 left to go first half. Back to pass is the quarterback. Pass over the middle and incomplete.
Intended receiver number 84.
Covering over there, Brian Ripley, number 88. That stops the clock with a minute 10 seconds left to go in the first half. 7-6 our score. Redskins trail it by 1. Defensively, still in the ball game. Jeremy Boss, 44 at the corner. And Brian Ripley at the other cornerback, 88. Sifford and Martin in at linebackers. Joey Young in on the defensive line along with Trey Hall. Stephen Malone, number 10, at an end. Back to pass is the quarterback. Pass way down the field. That's incomplete. Too long intended, and Chester covering down there. And he had his man down there, just couldn't hit him as Chester, 34, covering back on the play. And that was down on the 5-yard line as Rivercrest goes for the bomb here with a minute, 3 seconds left to go first half. Third down. Third down and about 10. It is 3rd and 10 for Rivercrest. And Rivercrest comes up with wide receivers both sides of the field. And handoff to Henry in the middle, and he's dropped.
He is dropped.
A good tackle by Jody Sifford, 36, dropped Henry. He picks up about 5 on the play.
Also in there in the play, number 21.
Excuse me, Ron, didn't mean to talk over
That's all right.
You're fine. Got a timeout now. I was about to say, Jody Sifford, Henry had a head of steam built up, and Sifford made a good play to grab him by the shoestring there.
He sure did.
And trip him up. As Henry had a full head of steam. So we got a timeout now with 54 seconds left to go in the first half, and it's a 4th down and 5 for Rivercrest.
And we'll be back right after these messages.
Redskins football, brought to you by Llewellyn's Carpet, located in downtown Pocahontas. That's at Highway 67 at Everett. 892-2525, where they're proud sponsors of Redskins football. And Pocahontas Ford Mercury, in downtown Pocahontas, located at 300 West Broadway, where you can get a Ford Tempo as low as 0 down and $188 a month. That's a Ford Tempo fully loaded, folks. That's a Go Skins Go.
5 yards to go. And they're set. Back to run the play. Back to pass is the quarterback. Pass over the middle, and it's dropped. Redskins take over. Redskins take over. Redskins take over as the Rivercrest pass receiver. He had it right there, and he sure did. Nothing but dropped it. Quarterback can't believe it from Rivercrest. Now, you can't throw it much better than that. But Redskins hold and get the ball back here with 49 seconds left to go first half. And Redskins played a good ball game here in the first half. They're not intimidated at all by this Rivercrest team. Redskins showed last week that they can play pretty good football as they played actually against Nettleton, coming out with a victory. And they've carried it into this week. Morris, handoff left side, Joey Young. Joey Young, go! And Joyce getting close to 10 yards. As he's up near midfield at about the 47. They're going to mark him a little bit short. I thought he'd got closer to the 49, but they say he went out of bounds on about the 47.
It was a good run by Young.
Good run by number 21, Joey Young. And number 62 in on the offensive line, Brian Perry. I believe Brian's in at a tackle, also number 74, Derek Kildow. And Derek got a start tonight. I forgot to mention that. Derek, a sophomore. And number 77 in on the offensive line, Alex Phillips, in at a right guard. As the Redskins come out now with Sifford split wide right in motion. Chester, draw play to Martin, and Martin can't get it as the Rivercrest defense just
Bottled it up,
throwed it up with
there.
33 seconds left to go in the first half, and Redskins take a timeout.
And we'll take a timeout with them. We're back in just a moment. For the first half.
It's 3rd and 1 with 33 seconds left first half, 3rd and 1. Redskins need to pick up the first down here if possible and keep possession of the ball. Back to pass is Morris. Morris's pass over the middle is going to be incomplete. Trying to hit Sifford, and another good defensive play by Rivercrest.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's going to be 4th down now for the Redskins. And about a yard to go. 28 seconds left in the first half.
They're trying the unobvious, you might say.
That was, the play was a little slow to develop. Now, Morris had a good time, plenty of time to throw the ball. And Sifford came out and ran a little, 10 yards and across the middle. As 4th down, Redskins go for it here. There's a first down. That's a first down. It'll be a first down for the Redskins as they pull Rivercrest offside.
That's the way you do that,
pull
folks.
Rivercrest offside, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against Rivercrest. It's going to be a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Redskins, and they keep possession of the football. And you know what? You just can't have fooling here in the first half. Good things are happening to the Redskins. They're getting good breaks.
They're using their heads. They're doing a fine job tonight.
They're not intimidated. They're playing smart football. And Anything can happen here in the second half. They only trail this ball game 7-6. 7-6 as Morris up to the line now. 1st and 10, 28 seconds left to go in the first half. Back to pass is Morris. Morris has passed over the middle, and it's knocked down by Rivercrest. And I believe Tyrone Henry, the linebacker, got a hand on it. He's trying to hit Casey Chester over the middle. So 24 seconds on the clock. Redskins not being too conservative here now, are they?
No, they're not.
On that 3rd and 1, tried to pass over the middle. A pretty gutsy play by the coaching staff, trying to make something happen, and they've done a good job of it thus far. As number 49, Chris Rose, split wide right, and Brandon Sisco wide left. 24 seconds left to go first half. 2nd down. Pass, trying to hit Sisco, and down away. Boy, that number 43 is a good ball player for Rivercrest.
He sure is.
He's not very big, and that's 2 excellent plays he's made out there as he's timed the ball just perfectly. As Paul Morris was trying to hit Brandon Sisco over here on the near side. That's going to be 3rd down. 3rd down now and 10 for the Redskins. 20 seconds left to go first half. And as we said earlier, this is the conference opener for both teams. Next week, don't forget, the Redskins will be at home against Gosna. We'd like everybody to come out and cheer the Redskins on as they come up the line. 3rd down and 10. Handoff, Joey Young up the middle, and Joey... Good run. Joey picks up about 7 yards on the play. Clock's still running, but it's going to be 4th down, and I think the Redskins are just going to let the clock run out here. And they're going to go into the locker room at halftime with a 1 point. 1 point. The first half. Good game. Good half. In the first half, Rivercrest 7 and the Redskins 6, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Just a moment with all our sponsors. We thank you.
Clothing, located also in downtown Pocahontas.
Back with the opening halftime kickoff. Second half here with the Rivercrest going to kick off with Pocahontas Redskins receiving.
That's right, Ron, and back deep is Sifford and Chester. Joey Young in the middle. And up on this front line up here trying to give him a little blocking. See 51 Hinkle, 52 over there Mike Emmons, 56 Trey Hall, number 63 Steve Kincaid. And got 2 more over here. I hadn't got the numbers. Now on the right side. I believe that's 78, Sean Smith. And 1 more I didn't get, but we're about set to kick this thing off, start the second half. There's the kick. It's going to be a squiggly kick. It's going to go out of bounds on the 25. Out of bounds on the 25. As Rivercrest kick rolls out of bounds over there, and the Redskins will have an option of taking the ball there or having to re-kick it. It's out on the 25.
Looks like they didn't like it.
Yeah, they're going to kick it again. Okay.
Didn't like it. They're
Redskins
going to
have to kick in. That ball was kind of a sidewinder kick and rolled out of bounds over here on the 25-yard line. Redskins going to get another shot to try to get the ball a little further up the field as Tyrone Henry, number 44, set to kick off for Rivercrest. Redskins trail this ball game 7-6 here to start the second half, and have played a good ball game thus far against the number 2 ranked in the state, the Rivercrest Colts. And this time the kick goes deep, and it too is going to go out of bounds. It goes out on the 17. So they're going to back them up 5 more yards.
And let them kick again.
Rivercrest will have to kick the ball again.
Excuse me.
And, you know, the little things like this that's happened in this ball game, the Redskins have had, just little things that add up. And you almost get the feeling that this may be one of those games, and the Redskins able to get things going their way. You might be able to pull off a big, big upset here tonight, as they've played a good ball game thus far. Now the Rivercrest Colts will be kicking from their own 30. And they need to make Mr. Henry's leg just as tired as they can get it.
You bet.
Have him kick again.
He kicked 2 or 3 times.
He kicked the ball a long way. But Sifford and Chester now back deep, and Joe Young in the middle. Now we're set. The kickoff coming from the Rivercrest 30. And this time he kicks it even deeper. Sifford takes it on the 10. Sifford to the 25, 30, and out of bounds on about the 35-yard line. So Redskins come out a little further up the field. See exactly where they're spotted, about the...
Pretty close to the 40-yard line.
That's going to be about the 36.
Yeah, about 30.
So at the 36-yard line.
Have a third quarter score, OCO 7 and baseball 6.
Redskins up the line. Now number 60, Matt Morris, the center, 77. In at guard, Alex Phillip.
Pocahontas about the 36-yard line.
As Redskins come out 1st and 10. From their own 36, handoff right side Martin, and Martin slips through there and picks up a couple as he was hit in the backfield and took his balance and picks up a yard. Give him a yard on the play, so 2nd down and 9. And the ball at the 37-yard line. Split wide left, or to the near side, is 49, Chris Rose. Sifford out to the right. Back to pass is Morris. Morris hit. And I believe that's it's going to be, they're going to re-rule the pass.
It's a loss on the play.
That's not going to be ruled a pass. They're lost on the play. Back to the inside the 35. It's about the 33. As Morris' arm was hit as he went back to pass, and lucky to come up with the football.
Very lucky.
3rd down now and 13 for the Redskins. Ball at the 33-yard line. Chester in motion. Morris back to pass. Morris passed over the middle and intended for Sifford. And Sifford unable to come up with the ball. And Redskins are going to have to punt here on the first possession in the second half, as Rivercrest plays some pretty tough defense there. It's going to be 4th down now and 14. And the ball that's at their own 33 is number 33, Shane Martin, is going back in punt formation. And Martin gets a good punt away. Long punt's going to be fielded. And he's going to be dropped over there. Good kick coverage. Blue 24, Sisco, one of the Redskins there. Along also over there in Jeremy Ball. Good kick coverage. Has a good punt by Martin. But Rivercrest has got the ball for 43, their own 43, and they've got good field position. 10:28 left to go, third quarter. Rivercrest with the ball. Hand off to Henry, and Henry breaks to the right side, and finally brought down over there, Jeremy Ball. Rides him down along with Chester, but he picks up the first down as he gets about 12 yards on the play. And he's down to the Redskin 45-yard line. So Tyrone Henry.
Rivercrest the ball to Pocahontas 45-yard line.
Takes the ball down to the 45 of the Redskins. In motion is Henry. Handoff up the middle. And he's going to get up close to another first down. Tackle made over there by Trey Hall. And also 30, this is on the play. 36 Sifford in there along with who else is in there? Martin. Martin 33 is in there. Martin strung on the play pretty good. He's holding his arm. So second down now and 5 for Rivercrest. Ball at the Redskin 40. Pitch out to Henry. And Henry is knocked down by Joey Young, 21. And Joey Young brings him down with a little help from the rest of the Redskins. Short gain on the play. It's going to be third down and 3. Ball at the 37 of the Redskins. Maybe closer to the 38. So they're going to have to get to the 35 for a first down. Third down and 3. Third down and a long 3 for Rivercrest as they set up now. And movement by Rivercrest. It's going to be 5-yard penalty for Rivercrest. As the right end jumped off sides there.
It's going to bring up about 8 now. That'll bring it back to about the bring up third down and 8 now.
I believe that's right, third and 8. And the ball is back at the 43-yard line, 43 and a half. So third down and a long 8 for Rivercrest. Redskin defense digging in out there trying to stop Rivercrest here and get the ball back. As quarterback just threw the ball out in the flat, and I don't know what that play was. It was almost a busted. I think he intended a pass. So the receiver was out there. They're trying to hit a quick pass out there on that side. And quarterback for Rivercrest doing a pretty good job of running the ball, but he's had a couple passes drop, but that time just a throw into the middle as Rivercrest now in punt formation. As 44, Jeremy Ball is set back deep. Big rush. And a good punt by Rivercrest. And Baltz lets the ball roll. That's going to be down inside the 10. It looked like about the 8. So Rivercrest punter gets a good punt and pins the Redskins deep. Did you see where the ball was at run? I know it's inside the 10.
Inside about the 10-yard line. Just pull down here and look.
Okay, it's about the 7.
Yes.
Ball at about the 7. So the Redskin defense holds again and forces Rivercrest to punt. But they're deep in their own territory. Deep in their own territory to 7. And Redskins going to have to take a timeout here. Going to have to take a timeout here as they did, and they were one player short. One player on the field. So with a timeout, let's take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back. The Redskins now with first down and 10 from their own 7-yard line. 7:37 left to go, third quarter. The Redskins would like to get it out of the hole. Fumble on the play. And I hope the Redskins
I think they recovered.
And they do. Redskins keep the ball. Boy, I hate to see a fumble down that deep.
That deep.
So they lost on the play back inside the 5. So second down now.
Run inside.
About 12. for the Redskins. Ball is at or near the 5, maybe slightly inside their own 5-yard line. Redskins need to get it out of the hole here if possible. Handoff right side, Joey Young, and Joey Young trying to get around. He does. He does. And Joey Young brings it out over the 15, I believe. It's way across the other side of the field and hard to see, but a good run. But Joey Young gets that ball out from under the goalpost and gives the Redskins a little breathing room. It's going to be a good pickup. It's going to be out close to first down. It's going to be a yard short, so 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the Redskins. And the ball is out at the 21-yard line. So a good run by Joey Young to get the ball out of the inside the 5. It's a big play here. 3rd and 1. The Redskins need to get this first down. Try to move the ball on down the field. Handoff right side, and I believe Joey Young got it according to where they mark it. Let's see how much forward progress they get him as he was pushed back with that big Rivercrest defense.
I think they're going to give him
on the near side. If he spots it where I think he did, he's got it.
He's got. They're going to measure.
Hard to see. It's on the far side, but
it sure is.
The official on the head linesman here on the near side with the chains, I believe he gave us a good spot there. Joey got good yardage up in there, and I think he got enough for it if they didn't cut him short.
Oh, they're short.
Yeah, he's going to be short by about 6 inches. Boy, that was close.
It's awful close.
Awful close, but he's going to be short. So Redskins are going to have to put the ball away here. And they'd like to have gotten that one and moved this ball on out as Rivercrest now is going to get field position, good field position again here with 6:03 left to go, 3rd quarter. And the big key to this is good kick coverage, and Redskins have had it so far. As Martin is set to punt. A little high snap, but Martin gets the punt away, and a good punt by Martin. Good punt. It's going to be returned. And he's going to be dragged down there. Chester in there, but number 10, Stephen Malone, in on the play for the Redskins. And a good play by Stephen Malone, and Stephen Malone, also a sophomore.
That's going to put him on about the 46-yard line.
I believe that's right, about the 46, so Rivercrest with good field position. As the Redskins back on defense once again, and they've played a good ball game thus far. Opening drive of the ball game, Rivercrest drove down and scored, but since then, been pretty much throttled and thrown for a loss is both offensive back, Wells and Young, each one just picking out one and laid them down. That's all there was to it. Good play by the Redskins. It's going to be a loss of about 4 on the play. Loss of 4, so 2nd down and 14 now for Rivercrest. As good play that defensive line. As they just nailed in there, they got the back first and then dropped the quarterback, so they said whichever one's got the ball, we got you. The 2nd and 14 now for Rivercrest. Back to pass. Pass cost. Now incomplete. Incomplete. His pass was there to number 84. And boy, he's a big fella, isn't he, Ron?
He sure was. That was a fast screen pass. I mean, it's not.
Number 84. Let's see if we can get a roster. Let's see how big he is.
Okay.
I think you could borrow a roster down there.
You betcha. Hang on just a minute.
Worried about getting hit on that one.
Oh, we get a roster. He's awful big.
Do you have a Rivercrest roster? Come on for a minute. Thank you.
Okay, 3rd down now. Back to pass. This is the quarterback, and he's rolling out. Throwing downfield. It's going to be complete. And I believe he's got the first down. It is complete for first down for Rivercrest. Down on the 35-yard line.
And that was number 84 again. How big is that fella?
I'm going to look this up here. Number 84, the tight end. They got him listed as 200 pounds. He's certainly looks bigger now. He looks about 6'4", 6'5", 200 pounds. He's a junior. As Rivercrest picks up the first down on the Redskin 35-yard line with 4:39 left to go, 3rd quarter. Our score, Rivercrest 7, Redskins 6. Redskin defense Trying to hold. There's a gift to Henry up the middle, and Henry's still trying to get around, and he does get good yardage. Finally brought down by Hinkle. Chester also in there, but he gets a big gain down there, all the way down to the, what's the on, right about the 22.
And he is hurt on the play.
Jeremy Boss also in the play, and looks like number 44, Henry, is down on the play with an injury, and there's some hard licks, and he's holding a knee this time.
Looks like he pulled a hand there.
Well, it may be a muscle
Calf,
cramp.
yeah.
He's holding that leg similar to a muscle cramp. That's what it is. It's going to be a cramp. So he'll probably be out of play, and he'll be back. But he picked up good yardage. He's down to the 20, close to the 20, about the 21. I believe. As Henry gets up, goes out of the ball game. He'll be right back. That'll be just a muscle cramp. But the ball is on about the 26, looks like. 26. First down and 10 for Rivercrest with 4:20 left to go, third quarter. Hand off to the fullback, and he gets a couple. Tackle in there by Hinkle, also Martin in there, and Trey Hall will make that Sifford. Along with Stephen Malone, number 10. And another Rivercrest player injured. And we've got a Rivercrest player down on the field, and
Number 74.
several injuries. Apparently nothing serious for Rivercrest, but a lot of players having to take time out for those players. As a hard-hitting ball game here by the Redskins, and they only trail this ball game 7-6 with 4:01 left to go in the third quarter. But Rivercrest with the ball down on about the 25-yard line. On the Redskin 25. And we'll take a timeout here while they tend to the injured Rivercrest player.
We'll be back in just a moment.
See Rivercrest, second down. And keeper about to quarterback. And he's got some running room in there, and finally brought down. But he's down close to the goal line. Down close to the goal line for Rivercrest. As quarterback keeper, he just came out, and that was the keeper all the way. And he's down real near the goal line. Let's see where they spot the ball down at about the 1. Rivercrest first and goal from the 1 here with 3:40 left to go third quarter.
This is where we need a turnaround right here.
He'll turn over something. Redskin defense has played real well. The quarterback showing that he can run the ball like he did in the first series. Rivercrest up the line now, first down and goal.
Oh, he's hit hard.
He stopped. He stopped short of the goal line. Good play by that Redskin defense, and a host of Redskins in on the play. But that entire defensive unit surged forward and denied him the end zone for second down and goal. Second goal for Rivercrest.
They need to hold them tight.
Good
right here.
defensive play with the Redskins. And the Redskins have shown that they can play with these Rivercrest Colts. Reminds you the Colts are ranked second in the state in Class AA. But Redskins giving them all they can handle here. Rivercrest up the line now, second and goal. And quarterback
keeper
takes the ball close, and I think he's in.
Call it in.
He is in for the touchdown, so Rivercrest scores. But it wasn't easy as he had to fight to get in as that defensive front there for the Redskins, trying to hold him out.
That brings up third quarter with 2:43 remaining in the ball game. Oh, in the third quarter, excuse me. Score is 13 for Rivercrest Colts and 6 for the Pocahontas Redskins. And we'll be back in just a moment.
They take a timeout here.
And we'll take another timeout with them. Skins football as the Colts get ready to kick a field goal.
Tip for the extra point is up, and it appears to be good. It is out to the right. So, off to the right. And that could be put the pressure on, and 13-6. So, well, we're in striking distance. The Redskins trail this ball game 13-6 with 2:43 left to go in the third quarter. And playing a good ball game. And as we said a while ago, we finally got a hold of the roster here. And just to tell you, the quarterback for the Rivercrest, he's a senior, 175 pounds. And let's go on some of the weights down there. We see 195, 205, 205, 210, 255, 185, 175, 225, 185, 220, 220, 250, 250, 180, 200, 220. So several big guys on there.
Several big guys on
And
there.
by looking at the number of seniors, they've got, looks like, $15 seniors on their roster. 15 seniors, of course. If you're wondering, Tyrone Henry is a junior, so he'll be back next year for Rivercrest. As Rivercrest set the kick, deep kick. Going to be taken by Chester at the goal line, and it's going to be a touchback as Redskins will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20 as the ball wins the end zone. Redskins with the ball now on offense, trying to get something to go, and they trail this ball game 13-6 here in the third quarter with 2:42 to go.
And y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Pocahontas Redskins football.
1st and 10 for the Redskins now at their own 20. 2:42 left to go, third quarter. Handoff left side, Joey Young, and Young trying to get around and gets around one man, then dropped, but he didn't get much. He maybe got a yard as Rivercrest closed quickly, and that's the play that Joey last week gained a lot of yards on against Nettleton. But this week they're saying a lot quicker team. A lot quicker team, and Rivercrest Colts has got an official timeout. Give Joey a gain of 1 on that play. And we'll show you there, I think we done told number 84 there for Rivercrest. He is a junior 200-pounder.
He's a big
Like
fella.
number 50, it's a big guy in the middle, 54. In the middle is tackle, and he's a senior, 255 pounds, and 69 in the middle, 220 pounds. So a lot of beef up front, number 71, a 220-pound player. So 2nd down and 9 for the Redskins. Back to pass, complete. Complete to Wells, and Jay Wells catches a pass, and a good catch by Wells. They were defenders right there, and a good pass by Paul Morris, number 14, to put the ball there. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 now for the Redskins. The Redskins not getting much going on offense here, but they've been on their end of the field the entire third quarter. And they'd like to get this one out for a 1st down as they need a yard. And the ball is out at the 28-yard line, 28. They need a yard. And off the right side, Martin, and he's got it, I believe. Pretty close. Shane Martin, number 33, picks up the 1st down for the Redskins. 1st and 10 Redskins. And it's out at the 32-yard line. So a little breathing room for the Redskins. They'd like to get this ball on out here near midfield where they could open it up with a passing game a little bit. Number 12 now in the ball game for the Redskins. That's Jeremy Presley. And Presley's run out with a slight injury. And back in the ball game tonight for the 1st time. As Morris, the quarterback. Back to pass is Morris. Morris throwing the ball out here for Presley. And penalty flag pass interference. They got pass interference again on number 43 for Rivercrest. And that time he hit Presley early. As Presley going for the ball. And defensive pass interference by Rivercrest. Good call by the officials. It was up on the 47-yard line, and that was right here in front of us. And definite contact there before the ball got there. As Presley going high for the ball, trying to come down with it, and the Rivercrest safety, number 43 there, runs right up his back. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Rivercrest. It's going to give the Redskins a 1st down out at the 47-yard line. They're on 47. So new line for the Redskins here, 1st and 10 from their own 47. They trail this ball game 13-6. They're only touchdown and extra point down. 55 seconds left to go, third quarter. And Morris. And the quarterback. Handoff right side, Joey Young. And Joey Young trying to fumble on the play. And Blue Rivercrest. Let's see the call. The Rivercrest ball. Rivercrest comes up with the ball.
We just can't seem to
On
get
the
that ball
50-yard
off that 50-yard line.
As the ball was raked away from number 21, Joey Young, as he was trying to get around. And a bad break for the Redskins as they was getting a little bit going there, getting some room to operate. But a bad break for the Redskins. Up the line comes Rivercrest. The ball is just inside Redskin territory at the 49. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. The pass down in the flat. He's got a man open, complete. And he's tackled down on about the 30 by Sisco and Sifford. But it is complete. It is complete to that big tight end, number 84. That's a big target down there, but that time they held on to it.
Number 24, Brandon Sisco, South Pocahontas.
But a big play for Rivercrest as it puts the ball down at the 27. 6 seconds left to go third quarter. As Rivercrest comes up with a big play there to move the ball down. As that's the end of the third quarter with our score, Rivercrest 13, the Redskins 6.
And we'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment.
Bank of Pocahontas is home-owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join
In on the play. And, Ron, I believe your wife gets excited.
She gets excited.
Sorry about that tackle. Chad Benson, number 61, along with Chris Hinkle, brings down Mr. Tyrone Henry in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. This will be second down and 12. Ball at the 29-yard line of the Redskins. Just starting the fourth quarter. Back to pass is the quarterback. And the quarterback running out of the pocket. Now he throws downfield. It's going to be almost picked off. Pass batted by number 36, Sifford, as the quarterback scrambling, and we got a penalty against Rivercrest.
Yeah, they were holding in the backfield.
Penalty out here on the 35-yard line, thrown in the direction that the play was going. And the penalty is on Rivercrest, and Ron says it's holding, so I can go along with that.
You bet. I get it on tape.
Would like to get that ball back here in the fourth quarter, as it's going to back it up now to the 39-yard line of the Redskins. This will be second down and 22.
22.
For Rivercrest. Ball to 39. 11-17 left in the ball game. Redskins trail by 7. As we've got a timeout.
Okay.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Time back in.
Here we go.
Second down now for Rivercrest. Second and 22. Back to pass is the quarterback. Here's the pass. Way down. It's going to be almost picked off by number 24, Brandon Sisco. Good play by Brandon Sisco down there to break the pass up as he was going for that big tight end, number 84. And he's about 6'5", look like about 225, even though the roster list is at 200. He's a big man. And Sisco breaks up the pass play down there, so it's going to be third down now and 22. As Rivercrest now here in the second half has run the pass a little more effectively. As we said earlier, Rivercrest passed a little bit in the first half, and it seemed like all the passes that were catchable were dropped. They're a threat with Henry in the backfield, and they're lined up with Henry tailback, a man in motion. Back to pass is the quarterback. He's being rushed. He's hit just as he gets the pass away. Incomplete. The pressure was on, wasn't it? Pressure on the quarterback as number 34, Casey Chester, defending down now on the play. Breaks up the pass, but good pressure. Who hit the quarterback that time? I missed it, Ron.
There's two of them, number 34 and 61.
Okay. Missed him. Maybe we can see it on tape. 34 is Chester. He was defending on the pass.
Hey, I thought it was 61.
Maybe 44. Well, anyway, you folks can look at it and see who puts pressure on the quarterback and credit him with that good play as the pass is underthrown. Punt by Rivercrest. A high punt. And it's going to be down at the 5-yard line. Oh, no. 6-yard line. So the Redskins 94 yards away from the goal line with 10:47 left to go in the ball game. They trail the ball game 13-6. And they've been down in the hole most of the second half as Rivercrest has pinned them in their own end of the territory. The only time Redskins have been out close to anything of field position, we had a fumble out here on about midfield and stopped that drive. We'll need to get out of this situation here. Need to break one out, if possible, and give a little room to work with. Last time, Joey Young ran it out of there. Young with the ball. Young cuts it up. Tripped up there. Young's going to pick up 3 or 4. Gets it out to the... Yeah, they just get into the 8. A 2-yard pickup. 2-yard pickup for Joey Young, number 21. It's second down and 8. Second and 8 with 10 minutes left to go in the ball game. Martin in and Joey Young out. Second and 8 for the Redskins.
And will they get it off? Let's see.
A lot of time
right here.
We'll see. As Morris up to the line now. Let's get it off, boys. Hand off Martin. Well, Morris still got the ball. Trying to get outside, and Morris is going to be dropped. Back on the 5 as Morris trying to come out over the rollout. Rivercrest didn't buy it on it. They were there waiting. This is third down now and 11. Third and 11. Ball back at the 5-yard line. The Redskins on 5-yard line. 44, Jeremy Balt checking into the ball game. So third and 11. Redskins are on their own 5. 8:58 left in the ball game.
Pass off to number 33.
Off Martin, and Martin's going to get a couple, and that's all. The Redskins going to be forced to punt.
We just can't seem to get that half, the yardage. We just can't get our passing game off.
Well, it's tough to pass when you're on that end of the field. You take a lot of chances, and Redskins would like to get on out here around the 25, 30, 35-yard line to open it up. There's still plenty of time left in the ball game with 8:29. But Rivercrest now going to get the ball again in good field position as Martin is going to punt from 8 yards deep in his end zone. Martin gets the ball and gets a good end-over-end punt.
End-over-end.
And it's going to be returned. Finally hit. And spun around by Chester, then brought down by a host of the Redskins. But Rivercrest is going to have the ball at the 34-yard line of the Redskins with 8:09 left to go in the ball game. 13-6 our score, Rivercrest lead. But the Redskins hanging tough.
Hanging real tough. This defense can hold them here and push them back and force them to punt. I think we'll be in good shape.
What the Redskins would really get the momentum for the Redskins is have a turnover here and get this ball back out in around the 30, 35-yard line. Pitch out right side, and he's going to get foul. Jeremy Boston there. Tyrone Henry is thrown for about a 10-yard loss by Joey Young. Joey Young makes the play on Tyrone Henry, and Henry is injured once again.
And the pressure's on.
The third time Henry's been down. And look at the spot. I can't believe the spot.
Oh.
Give him 5 yards.
He gave him every bit of 5 yards, if anything.
I thought the sack was way back here on about the 43.
It sure looked that way. It was early whistle quad. Contact was made back here on about the, 39-yard line?
Yeah, they give him the contact of Joey Young brought him down back on the 43, but they give him to the 39.
Gave him first contact. I just can't believe it.
Lost him about 7 instead of 10. But Rivercrest second down and 15 now. Back to pass. It's the quarterback. He's being chased. and fumble on the play. Picked up by Chad Vincent. Chad Vincent down the play. He's going to score. He scores. Flags on the play. Chad Vincent, number 61, starting in his first ball game ever. Picks the fumble up and runs it all the way. About a 55-yard touchdown by Chad Vincent and the Redskins. They without point of tying this ball game. They're without point of tying this ball game. Here's that 7:03 left to go in the ball game. Play time to change us over. And what did I say? A turnover? Turnover. It's what we needed a turnover. But boy, I never thought that we'd pick it up and run it all the way back. Wisely take a timeout. So what do you do here, folks? Score is 13-12. This is a conference game. Do you go for the win or do you go for the tie? Do you go for the win or do you go for the tie? And the Rivercrest fans across the way are stunned. Very stunned. They're stunned. Actually, I'm stunned. I can't believe it. Yep. Chad Vincent, number 61, a junior. And Ron, your son's played a pretty good ball game. Pretty good ball game tonight. Coach Williams told me last night at the junior high game that Chad had worked real hard in practice and had earned the starting position at the end. And never, I think, in Coach Dave Williams' wildest imagination would he think Chad Vincent would score what could be the tying or even the winning touchdown here against the number 2 ranked team in the state of Arkansas in Class AA.
Yay. And we'll be back right after these messages. Stay tuned to Pocahontas Redskins football.
To enjoy the flavor of the backyard grill or hot just out of the cooker fish. And DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas has a variety of grills and accessories to make cooking outdoors even more enjoyable. At Hunter's, the new Firelight 2 camping grill could really be handy. Remember, for propane, fish cookers, smokers, and propane gas grills, and parts and accessories too, come see DeClerc LP Gas on the square in Pocahontas.
Settling for the tie. We're going for the win here with 7 minutes and 3 seconds left in the ball game. We're going for 2 points on the extra point. Timeout. Timeout. Redskins. Timeout Redskins as they want to talk about it again. Good wise move by Paul Morris, number 14, decided it didn't look right. And the Redskins going to talk about it now as they were set to go for 2. They're going for the win here, not for the tie.
That's right. So we'll be right back after these words. They're trying for the win right here.
7:03 left in the ball game. Redskins played it 13-12, going for 2 points on the extra point. They're up to the line, going for the win. Going for the win here, possibly. Back to pass. Pass in the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. Extra point, no good. As the Redskins are trying to go into the end zone. So I think Wells out there, and it's intercepted. But the Redskins fight back here. 13-12 is still a long time left in the game. 13-12 is the score. And we'll see right 3.
And we'll be right back
in the game.
with the opening kickoff here in just a moment.
The kickoff right here. Redskins set the kickoff. Joey Young is going to kick the ball, number 21, to Rivercrest after the touchdown. And the ball's going to be taken by Henry. And Henry with the ball, and Tyrone Henry trying to get outside, and he's brought down by host of the Redskins, Joey Young, in on the tackle, along with 24, Sisco. And the ball is down at the 32-yard line. 6:56 left in the ball game. Redskins have fought hard and come back here. 13-12, they trail the ball game. And Red, give them credit. They were going for the win, not settling for the tie. That's right. And as the pass was intercepted in the end zone, and the fullback stacked up the line of scrimmage by number 56, Trey Hall. Short gain of maybe a yard. And Redskins, the bad thing about it is they can get the ball back here. There's a lot of time left. They need to hold Rivercrest here and get the ball back there. They sure do. They leave all their time out. Down on that use 2 on the extra point, the all-important extra point. Rivercrest second down and 9 from the 32. Quarterback with the ball. There's the pitch to Henry. And Henry's going to be finally brought down, but he gets close to first down. As Henry trying to get it around. Hinkle in on the play. The 36 Sifford, 34 Chester.
Number 24, Brandon Sisco.
And 24 Brandon Sisco in on the tackle, but it's real close to a first down. Up close to the 43-yard line. And I believe the Redskins, regardless of what happens in the last 6 minutes and 3 seconds, they've proven that they can play with the best.
You bet.
As they fought hard tonight and done a good job against these.
I tell you what, they've done a great job.
And they're within a point. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Rivercrest picks up the first down now, up at the 42-yard line.
Pitch back,
pitch out, Henry. And Henry's going to be drugged down over by Joey Young all the way from his nose guard position. Casey Chester comes up with the ball, but they're saying he was down. 34 Chester comes up with the ball. We'll get a penalty flag on the play.
There's one.
Penalty flag. We got a holding against Rivercrest. Holding against Rivercrest instead of backing up. This is the tight game, Rob, as I said earlier. You just had a feeling something good was going to happen along because the breaks have gone with the Redskins and they're playing a good, wild, and reckless football.
We played a
good game tonight.
They have nothing to be. I mean, this is a good team. They've got nothing but to be proud of what they've played against Rivercrest so far.
And they're still within striking distance, 13-12, and anything can happen. As we just seen a while ago, we've seen earlier in the year. Redskins right now need desperately to get the ball back. They need to get the ball back and try to get something offensively, get it out of Rivercrest's hands. First down and 18. First down and 18 for Rivercrest. Head on Tyrone Henry, and Henry is cut down over there, and the man that cut him down, I believe, was Martin. Shay Martin gets his feet back from under him, but it's picked up about 10, and Henry's down.
And Henry's down again.
That's 4 times that Henry has been laid out, and that's some hard licks passed out by the Redskins. That's nothing but hard-nosed football, the way it's supposed to be played.
That's right.
And Mr. Henry is making a habit of laying down.
This is where
he needs to stay on the porch unless he wants to run with the big dogs.
That's right.
Because hard hitting going on out here. The Redskins are not taking it lightly on the
They're
coast.
not.
They're not intimidated one bit.
They're here to play ball.
And let's take a timeout, Ron, and while they tend to
You bet.
Henry there.
Y'all stay tuned as we bring you back. Pocahontas Redskins football in just a moment. Redskins football.
So Rivercrest is second down and 9. Second and 9 at the 44. They're on 44. Back to pass, and quarterback got over the ball. Finally dragged down. Fumble on the play, but he's going to be ruled out. As the quarterback finally brought down.
I didn't even see it. I couldn't
he gets
keep up with it.
About 3 yards shy of the first down. As the ball come out of there, they ruled him down, and number 61, I believe, that Andre's son here is on come up with the ball over there. Number 61, Chad Vinson, playing a good ball game defense, and he's got a touchdown to his credit to put the Redskins within 1. But now it's third down and 2 for Rivercrest, and the ball is at the 50-yard line.
And here's where we need to hold them.
Third down and make it 2. Redskin defense needs to dig in here and hold them where they can get that ball back, pitch back, left side, and he's going to be stopped. Stop defensive play. Who was that?
Number 32, it looks like. Let's see.
36 Sifford. And he didn't get it, I don't believe. Oh, my gosh, look at the spot.
I am not believing that spot.
I can't believe the spot. Oh, me.
I think they need
I thought it should have been a yard back.
Oh, at least.
A yard back, but he gets a very liberal spot.
And it's
still going to be short by about half the football.
Half the football right
Half
there.
the length of the football short. And we remind you, Henry's out of the ball game right now. And they fall off drastically without Henry in the backfield. And those of you that saw Rivercrest last year, they missed the big fullback, Irvin Richardson, that they had last year, as Henry is pretty much taking the load as they send him back in this time. And Redskins now 4th down, half the length of the football, and the ball is at the 47-yard line of the Redskins. And he's got it through. Rivercrest going for it here with 350. They like less than a yard, about a half a yard. Redskin defense digging in, and he's got the first down. He's across the 45. Fumble the play. It sure looked that way. They really when he was down. Oh, boy. And it seemed like on every play that
That's what we need, a turnover right here.
fumble or the ball comes loose in there somehow in that pile. And Redskins right now with 3:37 needs one of those fumbles. They need another like they got a while ago. They sure do. You know, it's just amazing. Your son, Chad Benson, of course, did the filming for us 2 years ago, never played football, and now is starting in for the Redskins. That shows all the kids out there, they can play football if they put their mind to it. Rivercrest with about pitch back to him. Cut down by number 33. James Martin nails Henry for a big loss in the backfield. On a first down play, so that's second down as Martin. And Henry has been throttled most of the night by this tough defense of the Redskins. And they lost of about 5 on the play, second down and 15 for Rivercrest. And the ball back on the 47 now. 47 of the Redskins.
This is where they need to have a turnover.
Left to go. Redskins need to make something happen here. Pass over the middle. And that was just a dump as he was getting pressure there from Joey Young.
He was getting
Joey
pressure.
Young was breathing down his neck. And the quarterback just dumped the ball in the middle. It's going to be third down now. And 15. As Redskin defense trying desperately to make something happen to get this football back and a chance to win the ball game.
Right now,
they trail it 13-12 with 2:34 left to go. Big play here for the Redskins. Need to hold here if all possible to get the ball. Option play right. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he's going to be dropped, but he picks up about 8 or 9 of those yards.
let's see where they spot this one at, Gary.
About the 37. And what that does, that puts it down. Well, now, we got a good spot on that one.
We got an excellent spot on that one.
But we should have got it on that one a while ago, but we got a bad spot on. Fourth down now for Rivercrest. With about 4, no, that's more than 4. They got 4th and 5 now. They're on the 39-yard line, so need to hold. Spot is Rivercrest. And they're going to try to get the Redskins in the hole, and they get a good punt away. It's going to hit on about the 15 and take a Rivercrest roll. They're going to mark it out of bounds on about the 18-yard line.
Y'all stay tuned as we'll be back with the opening of Pocahontas taking over in just a moment. Redskins football.
Redskins with the ball now on their own 18-yard line. A minute 26 left in the game. They trail by 1. Back to pass is Morris. Morris' pass is incomplete. Trying to hit Wells in the 31 out here on about the 24-yard line. As pass incomplete. That'll be second down now and 10 as Presley, number 12, checks into the ball game. Redskins trail the ball game 13-12.
This has been an excellent game all night, I'll tell you.
Redskins have taken up where they left off last week against Nettleton. They played wide open football and they've hustled every play. And boy, oh boy, I'm proud of the way they played. I know all the fans here are.
You bet.
Back to pass is Morris. Morris' pass is...
Morris
I can't believe we didn't get a pass interference on that one as Presley was leveled out there trying to catch the ball. I guess they're saying the ball was there. Number 43 all over Jeremy Presley. But no flag. No flag on the play.
Third down and 10 to go.
The Redskins now face with 3rd and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Timeout, Rivercrest. Timeout, Rivercrest.
And we'll take a timeout with them. Y'all stay tuned as we bring you back more Pocahontas Redskins football. Pocahontas Redskins football.
Third down now. 10 yards to go for the Redskins. 1:37 left in the ball game. They're trailing up by 1. They're on their own 19-yard line. Morris back to pass. Pass over the middle of Shepard. Caught. First down Redskins. First down Redskins out at the 33-yard line. Number 36. Jody Silver comes up with it. Redskins are still need to get on the line and get with it right here. Redskins still alive with a minute 30 left in the ball game. Anxious to get on with it. Anxious to get on with it. Penalty flag. Penalty flags on the play and probably movement on the Redskins. I'm for certain. Movement, so that's going to back the Redskins up 5 yards. Backs him up 5 yards as Morris trying to hurriedly get the play, and he was going to throw the ball out of bounds, stop the clock. A minute 22, clock running down. Redskins on their own 33. They trail it by 1. Back to pass is Morris. Pass over the middle, and it's going to be penalty flag on the play, and I believe it's going to be defensive pass interference. 43. That's what it is. Defensive pass interference on Rivercrest.
And that's very costly for him right there.
There's 3 defenders, and I believe that was Chester. Wasn't it Chester there? That's correct. Chester trying to catch the ball, and 3 Rivercrest defenders. And flag on the play, so it's going to be a 15-yard penalty to give the Redskins a first down, but that doesn't really matter. It moves the ball out to the 47-yard line. Redskins up to the line and ready to go. One big play away from a major upset here.
Owned and operated, making us hometown people. We're a community bank and have been providing the banking needs of our community since 1903. The Bank of Pocahontas offers full service on Saturdays until noon, and we're easy to find downtown on the square. Join our team, a hard-working team with a winning record.
We're hometown people, we're hometown people that you know.
Bank of Pocahontas, serving since 1903.
With 56 seconds, pass to Jay Wells, 31. It's going to be short of the first down, though. It's going to bring up a fourth down. Fourth down, and the ball's right at the 50-yard line. On the two incomplete pass by Morris on the 2 plays that we missed there, on the first and second down play. Fourth down, and 4th and 3. Redskins going to have to convert here. Going to have to convert here to get the first down. Back to pass is Morris. Pass is complete. First down. First down, Jay Wells catches it down at the 43-yard line of Rivercrest. First and 10 Redskins. They're still alive. 52 seconds left in the ball game. They trail it by 1, 13-12. Redskins fighting any way they can to get this ball down the field. Time running out with 44 seconds. Morris with the ball. Back to pass. Morris out of the time. Right open. Caught by Chester. And Chester is down. Now remember, the Redskins don't have any timeouts. They don't have any timeouts. Chester is down over there and apparently shaken up on the play. Now he gets up. Chester gets up now, and the ball is down on the, where's it at, Ron? 30? 30. Rivercrest 30. First and 10 Redskins. 33 seconds left in the ball game. 33 seconds left. We're ready to play some ball here. And up to the line are the Redskins. 27 seconds. First down play. Pass. Trying to hit Sisco. He's all the way down to the 20-yard line. The time is running out. We need to get the play off here. 10 seconds left in the ball game. 9, 8. Redskins trying to get up to the line. The 5 seconds. Pass is out of bounds with 2 seconds. 1 second. 1 second left in this ball game. This has been one heck of a good ball game. The ball is at the Rivercrest 20-yard line. And we got a flag on the play. Intentional grounding on the Redskins, but that doesn't matter. There's only time for one more play anyway. 1 second. 1 second left in the ball game. The Redskins are at Rivercrest 20-yard line. And boy, oh boy, only we had a couple of timeouts.
Boy, if we did. And this is the play right here, Gary.
Well, timeout Rivercrest. Timeout Rivercrest. Timeout Rivercrest on the clock. Redskins trade at 13-12. And the ball is at the 25-yard line of Rivercrest, just inside the 25.
And we'll be back in just a moment with this exciting game in just a moment. It's Redskins football.
Okay, with one second left on the clock, the Redskins. We got a field goal attempt. A field goal attempt by number 21, Joey Young. Is going to attempt a field goal to win the ball game. Going to attempt a field goal to win the ball game. As Redskins get set. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is no good. No good. No good, and the Redskins come up a point short. They played a well of a ball game. As our final score, Rivercrest 13, the Redskins 12. But boy, they played a good game and had a chance to win it. As the field goal to Joey Young a little bit short, but they played an excellent ball game.
They sure did.
Folks, next week it's Gosnell at home. So everybody come out, and if you missed this ball game, you missed a whale of a ball game.
You sure did. It sure was an excellent ball game. Once again, this has been your Pocahontas Redskins Football Network. Brought to you